Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Smith. I'm going to be talking to you guys today about an autistic learner named Blake. Blake is a 4-year-old in a standalone classroom in a public school system here in Huntsville. The main component that I'm suggesting for both of his interventions are actually PECS, Picture Exchange Communication System. The reason being is because he currently does not have any form of communication in the classroom. I feel like this is an easy thing for the teachers to start implementing. It's cost effective, easy to do, and it can be modified very easily if needed. So this is the main component to both of the interventions that I'm suggesting. Um, the first intervention that I'm wanting to try with Blake is to have a peer play group. Blake wants that interaction with peers. He wants that friendship, but because of his inability to communicate, it has been hard for him. So what the peer play group would do is hopefully get him a little bit more comfortable with himself, and in using the PEC system to communicate with other peers and with other adults. So what it would look like is an adult and a selected peer who is already has a relationship with Blake would sit in the floor with a ball for the first 10 minutes of center time, and the adult would pass the ball to the peer. The peer would pass it to Blake, the learner, then the learner would pass it to the adult. Each successful rotation would get a preferred snack, which he loves, plain Lay's potato chips, and verbal praise, which works very well with him. So the other intervention that I am suggesting is some help with transition times. He has a really difficult time going from activities, and I feel like if oh wait, let me back up. PECS would also be I would do a comic strip PECS style a comic strip style for PECS to show the rotation for Blake. Sorry, I forgot about that. So for the transition times, Blake really has a lot of issues with this. He is constantly taken by surprise, especially when it's PE and recess that really doesn't have a lot of structure. So what I'm suggesting is that he have his own schedule, his own PECS schedule that he can carry with him, and he can move the pins as he wants to or as needed in between each center time or each transition time. And also he would have access to a sand timer so that he can visually see the time that has lapsed and the remainder of the time that he has in each activity. And for this, he would also, for both activities, the benchmark would be that he will be successful 80% of the time. For this particular intervention, the reward would be extra playtime for his preferred activity, which right now is puzzles, and also verbal praise. And as far as implementation with the other teachers, I would love to sit down with them and either have a slideshow presentation or a PowerPoint to lay everything out for them so that they know the directions, they know how to implement the activities, they know how the scoring takes place, and just answer any questions that they might have. And also, I think it's very important to sit down with the parents and make sure that they are on board with this. I don't think that any intervention that you suggest is going to be as successful as it would be if everyone was on board. So I think that that's a really important component to this also. I hope you guys having a great weekend and staying safe. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.